What happens when one man's life touches dozens of others across 6 decades? If you've ever wondered whether your life truly matters, Troy Matthews' story will give you your answer. From his roots in East Orange, New Jersey, to his work as an Army flight medic, saving lives up and down California's coast, to his unwavering role as a father and mentor, Troy's quiet greatness has been building for 60 years. You know how some people just make everything better? That's Troy. The friend who listens, the father who guides, the colleague who cares. His story isn't about grand gestures or famous moments. It's about the quiet way he's touched lives one person at a time. East Orange wasn't the kind of place that made headlines, but sometimes the most ordinary places produce the most extraordinary people. This small New Jersey neighborhood in the 1960s became the backdrop for something special. Troy's family noticed it right away. Even as a little boy, he had this way of looking out for others. When neighborhood kids got hurt playing outside, Troy was the one who ran to get help. These weren't lessons they had to teach him. This was just who Troy was. His teachers noticed how he helped classmates who struggled with their homework. His friends counted on him to settle arguments fairly. These early traits were creating ripples that no one could see yet. What made Troy special wasn't that he learned to be kind. Kindness was who he was from the beginning. The values Troy developed in those early years became his foundation. Troy faced a crossroads that would define everything. Like many kids his age, he had to figure out his place in the world. When friends got injured playing sports, Troy was the one who stayed calm and knew what to do. His natural ability to handle emergencies was becoming clear to everyone around him. The decision to join the Army wasn't sudden. Military service promised training, discipline, and most importantly, the chance to help people in meaningful ways. When Troy finally made his decision, everything clicked into place. Troy's path to finding his purpose was a natural result of who he had always been. The young man who once helped injured friends was about to discover what it meant to save lives when everything around you is falling apart. As a flight medic, Troy's steady hand saved lives at frightening heights. He mastered swimming in ice-cold ocean waters and hung out of helicopters that hoist people off the side of cliffs. He learned to treat trauma in bouncing military helicopters hovering inches from the cliff sides of Big Sur. Being a flight medic meant staying calm when everything around you is chaos. Troy's daily reality meant responding to calls where the trapped and wounded needed immediate rescue. The helicopter would be shaking, patience would be critical, and he had seconds to make decisions that determined whether someone lived or died. Military service multiplied Troy's ability to create positive ripples. Every life he saved created a family that got to keep their loved one. Every time he stayed calm during an emergency, he gave other people confidence that they would be okay. These years sharpened Troy's discipline and medical expertise, preparing him for the next chapter of his life. The leadership skills and dedication to service he developed would soon find new purpose in ways he couldn't have imagined. Troy met Mary during his assignment in Colorado, where their paths crossed at just the right moment. If Mary had a boyfriend that played ball for the Denver Broncos, was Troy gonna be stopped? Not a freaking chance. Finding the right life partner isn't guaranteed, but Troy was fortunate. He found Mary. She didn't just support Troy's mission to help others. She became an active part of it. When they talked about their dreams and goals, they discovered they shared the same values that Troy's family had taught him back in East Orange. When Troy got stationed in Monterey, Mary saw a need in their new community. Military families struggled to find reliable childcare. Mary decided to start at-home daycare. This wasn't just a business decision. It was her way of helping families who were dealing with the same challenges she and Troy faced as a young military couple. Around the same time, Troy and Mary welcomed their first child, Emmanuel. Becoming parents changed everything for them. They weren't just thinking about their own impact anymore. They were thinking about the kind of world they wanted to create for their son. Troy and Mary's partnership set the stage for the next ripple: parenthood. Troy's most profound role has been as a father to Emmanuel, Khalil, and Tiana. This is where his 60 years of caring would face the biggest tests of all. Troy didn't just show up for the big moments. He was there for homework help on Tuesday nights. The same calm he developed as a flight medic served him well during late-night fever scares and teenage drama. Each child needed something different from their father. Emmanuel was naturally curious and needed someone to answer his endless questions. Khalil was athletic and competitive. Troy taught him how to win with grace and lose with dignity. Tiana was creative and sensitive. Troy encouraged her interests and helped her find confidence in her unique talents. The children learned to treat others with respect by watching their father. They saw how Troy spoke to neighbors, how he helped strangers, how he treated their mother. They learned that being strong meant protecting people who needed help. Emmanuel grew up to be the kind of person who mentors young people at work. Khalil became someone his friends turned to when they need advice. Tiana developed into a woman who creates safe spaces for others to express themselves. Troy's influence extended beyond his own children. Troy's parenting created waves that continue spreading today. The young men he mentored are raising their own children with values Troy taught them. 6 decades of quiet service have built something remarkable. The ripples that started in East Orange are still spreading today. His children carry his values forward. Everyone who's been blessed to know him feels his positive influence. After 60 years, Troy's story proves that greatness isn't about fame or fortune. It's about the lives you touch along the way. From East Orange to his current life in California, Troy has created a legacy that truly matters. Happy 60th birthday, Troy. We love you, brother.